Yoga for healing. Let's see what's in the energy. What is a message that needs to come out that the collective needs to know? Holy Spirit, divine, ancestors, master teachers, totem animals. What is it that we need to know? What are the signs and synchronicities we need to pay attention to? Whoa. Shallow, hollow, empty, and boredom wanted to jump out of the deck. So somebody's being shallow. Maybe somebody that's fantasizing and daydreaming about a path that they should take. Somebody is in a fantasy world. Or someone may even be manifesting. Well, still two sides of the story. I'm picking up someone daydreaming and still chasing toxicity. And there, on the other hand, someone is imagining, daydreaming, fantasizing about goals that they're chasing. In the pursuit, being resilient. We'll see which way this goes. But it's much more heavier, sadly to say, that the energy I'm picking up is someone that's fantasizing, still chasing after toxicity, still in pursuit, possibly of you. What are they in pursuit of? Only you. Loud and clear. They don't like this separation, this blockage. They want to close in the gap. They're still attached or wanting to be to you. They're still craving you. But you've turned your back, manifesting. You are manifesting. You are daydreaming. And you are running after your pursuit of happiness. While they are chasing you, they don't want this distance. They don't want the separation because it's making a conflict for them. But this is an incompatible mate. Whoever this energy is. Family, friend, or ex-lover. Somebody close to you that just wants to be in your energy. Oh, someone that's under karma, judgment. And this isn't good karma. It looks like they tied a knot in a rope, maybe bound a voodoo doll that they were binding themselves to. And this is the cause and the effect of the debt that has to be paid. For someone that's been lusting after your sexual energy, someone that's non-committal, someone that is forbidden to you. Because at this point, this person that is chasing after you, your ancestors will kick your ass like they're doing theirs. Because remember, they're facing the consequences of the cause and effect of their hearts being weighed on that scale called judgment. But see, a lot of people get that twisted. For some reason, they believe there's only one judgment day, and that's the day they die. Oh no, baby. Oh no. You know how many times I had deaths and rebirths? I love them. I was saying, ancestors, bring them on. I'm ready to grow and go. Chasing after my dreams, fulfillment of myself. They're fantasizing and daydreaming. They're chasing them thrills, wanting a good time. living in a fantasy, may even be doing some type of drug, maybe called ecstasy. This chasing has them depleted because this has been a long journey. They're drained. That's why they're trying to run back to you. They need some energy. What is with this chasing, this pursuit of ecstasy? This wanted to flip out and it's in reverse. There's no chemistry. They're chasing after you and you're long gone. What do we need to know? Well, there's definitely conflict and they're heartbroken. They're feeling destroyed right now at this point because they see that you have moved on while they're still stuck in a fantasy. Something they thought that they were going to have. They thought they were going to be able to easily turn around and come running back to you to get you bound to them any way possible. So beware of your sexual energy, including that energy when you're alone. That counts too. You can't even touch yourself. Baby, I know. Trust me. You can't even touch yourself with these freaks. Because they are longing and craving, aching and wanting and lusting and thinking about your body. So if you have been feeling a little bit froggy in the bedroom, if you've been feeling a little, I don't know, can't sit still, a little throbby, ignore it. Find something else to do, please. And just be aware that someone is doing sex magic on you because they are longing. They are pleasing themselves because they know that they are non-committal and they are not getting your sexual energy. But they're craving and they want to break down this separation. They don't like this space. They don't like being blocked. You know that they're a secret admirer, annoying as it may be, for someone to always be sitting up in your energy, thinking that one day that mistake will be forgotten and they could play the victim, but that is not going to work. They're trying to play on your emotional intelligence, baby, because you have boundaries. You drew the line and you said enough is enough and no is a sentence. This is making a great conflict and clashing with these differences of this incompatibility, because you're walking away. You have hope and expectations and you're manifesting, keeping the faith, and you feel that spark, that passion. Because you walking away, you avoiding the conflict, you okay, solo dolo, because you are aware of the abundance, the work that you've put in and the seeds that are growing. And this look has you looking like a great passion, an attraction. There's some sparks sparking of chemistry. Someone that maybe has the same heart song, an inner knowing. You may even have a telepathic connection. This person may be intuitive. And I'm feeling that negative energy riling up, getting angry as I'm sharing that. It's like a negative burp wanting to come out. Somebody is real antsy. They're heartbroken. They're sitting in conflict. They're longing for you They're horny and they're thinking about you. Take a cleansing bath. Epsom salt water. Throw some bay leaves. Whatever whatever your ancestors guide you. But the spiritual bath. However you do what you do. Because this was a karmic lesson. This is a karmic that's on your tail. Because you have peace. You're in harmony. Making new friends that are on the same level. Singing the same heart song of love. A high vibration. And this is unexpected and shocking to some particular energies that see your passion. They see your spark. They see your healing and how you are releasing and purifying, cleansing your energy. You're putting in the work, using the tools given to you and as you are guided. While they sit chasing thrills, daydreaming, feeling hopeless, sinking further into despair and falling apart because they've been distracted, they've been delayed, and they don't like these changes. They're stuck, shattered, heartbroken, and they want a second chance. They want an opportunity to come back in. Well, they're heartbroken and they want another chance. Well, your heart is not in a fog. Right now, they're no longer really much receiving mixed signals. That fog is clearing. They're being awakened. No matter how much they did not want to, they're not doing this on their own. They're doing it by force. This awakening that they're having is not someone that was seeking guidance, wanting to grow. This is someone that is being forced to grow. And they will, or break. They're feeling the conflict because now they're feeling it. This divine masculine, the yang, this masculine energy that was supposed to be your soulmate. You were supposed to be in a deep connection of unity, of love. That is why they're still craving you and don't want to let go, feeling bittersweet, sitting in resentment, angry, with nothing but hurtful words. Because they're feeling helpless. Because they allowed themselves to be distracted with lust and forbidden sexual energy. Feeding their 3D body and lower chakras. Only. But this is forbidden. They're non-committal, but they're mad. Oh yeah, they're mad. And it was like this, up against the little cord I have there. There will be no confessions of this person's dirty deeds and lustful ways. So you release them. You let go. You moved on. You walked away, or you're walking away. Smart decision. Showing the universe that you care about yourself and that you love yourself. That you're here and you know that you're here to save yourself. But see, this one thought by mistake, but not really a mistake. It was a mistake on the intention. Lying to themselves, thinking that one day, even though that they're resisting, and it's been a long, long way. Meaning a lot of time has passed by, that they have been resisting, saying one day I'll get to it, one day. Now they want to say it's not their mistake, it's somebody else's. They're innocent, they're just a victim. But they won't confess, they won't come clean. So they get no new beginnings, they get no redo. and they have no solid foundation. They are forced to see with clarity and the truth the intentions and the cause and effect and this debt of karma that they have to pay, because the honest truth is out. They may not have seen a 3D person there, but trust and believe, everything is recorded. Don't we all have eyes? Don't we all look at each other? People see you sometimes, but you don't see them, right? Okay then. There is no chemistry, and this is shocking that you walked away, leaving them in turmoil, and the commitment is blocked. It's passé. You're trusting, staying loyal to yourself, believing in yourself, and believing that they showed you already who they were. And this is someone avoiding the truth that's being forced to an awakening, forced to see the damage that they have done after willingly going under an illusion. There is no pity for those that want to play victim and win along. They want to plead helpless, hopeless, and I was distracted. They did this, they did that. But the truth is here. The truth is out. Now they want to put on a show. They want to act extra dramatic because they are going through turbulence, arguing, but they're trying to avoid it. They want to hide their face to their family. What is this stress in reverse? What is this stress in reverse? They don't want to be stonewalled. They don't like the silence. And they definitely don't like that they don't know what's going on with you. You're not being obscure, but they have no clue. The truth is out. They just don't want to see it. Of what they did to a deep love, a connection, a soulmate, a divine masculine, intimacy, bonding, confiding. They want the intimacy. They don't want this finality. They don't want this farewell. This releasing, moving on, walking away. They are angry, bitter. What do we need to know about this bitter person? Confirm over and over. They feel they walked away from a soulmate and the universe is confirming, but they are not confessing their truth of their ways. How they were pretending it was only you, but they had third parties. Now that you're withdrawn, living single and solitary, and they get no new beginnings because they're stuck in their pride and arrogance, being stubborn. Their foundation and their new beginning has been something that they can't avoid anymore. They thought, no, not in sight, not in mind, but now that they want to return, they don't want to escape this. They don't want to avoid it. They can't push it away. Spirit is making sure that they see all of your possibilities and the possibilities that others have with a free spirit of taking the adventure, their risk of self-love, self-care, and knowing thyself deeper. The spark is gone, and so is the commitment. The commitment has been blocked. The contract is done. The time has ran out because of their pride and ego. Cloudy judgment, living in an illusion, unbalanced and distorted. You're not being obscure. You're not hiding anything. They see your possibilities. They see the adventures, but they're not taking it. This finality is done by a higher power. They know that they have to forgive themselves. They may have to give an apology. The universe is asking you just be open-hearted, receptive, but not vulnerable. They want you to be vulnerable. And if your intuition is saying don't even speak, don't speak. Stay withdrawn. What do we need to know about this withdrawn and single? You seeing everything with the truth? They want to attach to you. And you are aware, as I already said, they like third parties. They're influenced easily, and you're very clear about this. They're just trying to cling to you, spying and obsessing, wanting you to cash your pearls for no good cause. Because it's already said they're stuck in their pride and they're out of time. They don't want to release this, but because they're feeling that past life, deja vu. This is something from a past life that they want to repeat. So whatever has happened to you, if you've been studying your past life, if you know the story of several of them maybe, because I found in my own, this was a repeated cycle from a past life. The poisoning, the kidnapping, to wanting to drag to the lower realm. Yeah. They are aware that I am aware of several past lives. They were not expecting me to know. And they don't expect you to know. Put in the work. See, now they're sitting out in the cold. 5 of Pentacles. In despair. A loss of and hardship. A loss of many things. They're getting stripped of all of those things that they could not relieve themselves of. Those things that they wanted to ignore, they're being forced to watch. They're being forced to see themselves and their deeds and how they've been living and why they're getting the karma they're getting. Trust and believe they are aware of this judgment call. This renewal, this cycle, new moon coming in. These planets, the way they are aligning, they are not playing. Who is this that wants to give an apology? A King of Pentacles that's met their fate. They are at a door that is locked, being forced to go through the transformations, taking the steps. A transformation of endings, having to release the past, having to release what they thought they had a hold of, and that is the truth. This King of Pentacles, you met your fate. Your pride, arrogance, and ego, not learning the lessons of the past, wanting to repeat them. Let it be known. There are no second chances when that judgment call has been made. And when the time is up, it's up. Peace.